My lips are really dry and chapped. I don't know that it looks like I blended out my bronzer. I kind of did, but it all looks like it blended together. We need some lip gloss. Okay. Okay, friends. Hi. I didn't mean to catfish you, but I've already filmed this video, got it edited, got it uploaded, fixed the thumbnail, and then I filmed my how many palettes are unused in my collection and knew that I was gonna have to take down that video and refilm it, and I'll tell you why. So first, let me explain why we're going on a low buy, no buy. My insurance company, and it's actually not the insurance company, it's the pharmacy. One of the pharmacies for my infusion misbilled. So when they misbilled, they retracted their claim. I think that's what it's called. In the process of doing that, they've basically reset my deductible and my out-of-pocket max. So we had been cruising at thinking everything had been paid 100%, and it's not. And I see everybody in March. I see my neurologist, that appointment is $350. I see my primary care physician. I see my endocrinologist. I see my rheumatologist, and I have an RA infusion. And then if the neurologist continues this medication, I will also have that infusion the 28th and 29th. So it's going to be a very expensive month for me regarding health. It's also going to be an expensive month for us because our bathroom remodel is like, they've made a lot of progress, and we will be paying for countertops next week, and then we will have to pay for shower glass. So March gonna be real expensive. And if you guys remember, like the second week of February, it cost us about $500 or $600 to stay in a hotel for a week, which we really probably didn't even need to do that. Hindsight's 2020. So yeah, we have a trip planned to Oklahoma because my nephew will be 1 and they're gonna have his birthday party, and we may have to get a hotel room there. So March is just gonna be one expensive bitch, to put it lightly. So Rob and I both like get an allowance every month. We do it like a zero-based budget, and I make sure that each of us get spending money every month. More so me, because I like to shop, but for him, he chooses to use his money to go bowling. And that is the one thing that man does for himself, is go bowling. And I refuse to take that away from him. So we're going to continue paying for his bowling. He goes until like, not Labor Day, Memorial Day weekend. He's about to be right in the middle of busy season with all of these doctor's appointments. So he'll be working a ton of overtime. So it really is just for the best that I go ahead and do a no buy, low buy. So for the month of March, I'm filming this on the 6th. So the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty has not been, it's been announced that it's going to start on the 13th, but it hasn't been announced what's going to be on sale. I have my eye on a MAC Painterly paint pot because they're normally half price, and I've never seen anything that inexpensive on the MAC website, even including coupon codes. So if they have one, I will pick up that because that's what I use as my eye primer. Again, you don't see it like that out on the sale unless they put it on the 21 Days of Beauty sale. I need a serum. I think I've mentioned that a couple of times. I will be on the hunt for a serum. And yeah. So let's talk about specifically. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is I will allow myself a couple of things from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. Excuse me. If they are things that I truly need a backup of or I truly need. So yeah. So let's talk about what the no buy is all about. Again, I mentioned that I filmed the last one before I did the how many unused makeup palettes I have in my collection. So in in the previous video, in the no buy that I filmed, I said that I could bring in up to 10 eyeshadow palettes, no more than 20 shades, no more than $70. So $700 worth of 200 eyeshadows is basically what I gave myself permission to do. And I don't know why it didn't like really make sense until I was talking to Danny about it, and she's like, that's a lot of eyeshadow. And I was like, holy shit, that is a lot of eyeshadow. Especially since I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure I brought in 20 eyeshadow palettes in the month of February. And I have 61 unused eyeshadow palettes with 722 unused eyeshadows. That's 48% of my collection. 48% of my eyeshadow palette collection is unused. And we're not even talking about the singles. That's just palettes. So I was like, I was just going to put a pin comment. And then I was like, no, we're going to refilm this because that is asinine. That is 100% asinine. So what I have decided to allow myself to do is maybe up to 5. And they have to be extenuating circumstances for that. So it has to be a limited edition. You know, like they won't sell it, like there won't be another run of it. It has to be something that I want more than anything. You guys heard me hem and haw about the Hella palette from Odin's Eye with not Natasha, Angelica. I almost just bought that to buy that in support of Angie, but at the same time, that wasn't a color story I was even remotely interested in, even with all those greens. So it has to be like, it's just going to have to really be something that I don't have, or like it's a palette of duochromes, multichromes, something like that. Yeah, so for eyeshadow, it's really going to have to be something like that. As far as anything else in my makeup collection, the only 2 areas that I can purchase from will be, well, maybe 3. Primers, setting sprays, and brow gels. I literally lost my Ulta brow gel. I have no flipping idea where it is, so I'm gonna have to pull another one out. But I don't have a lot of brow gel, and I wear brow gel every time I do my brows. I have plenty of pens and pencils and stuff like that, but I don't remember having a lot of brow gels. You guys haven't seen that inventory yet, but you will at some point, hopefully in this month. So those are really the only 3 things other than that MAC Painterly paint pot that I could even need going forward for 2022. I literally don't need anything else. If you guys have watched my complexion inventory, or you watched, well, yeah, my complexion, so foundations, concealers, blush, bronzer, highlight, you've seen just how much I own and how much I've brought in already just in January and February of 2022. And that's the first, like the eyeshadow palettes is the first category that we're going to go through. I'm going to put myself on blast for every category, and we're all just going to be like, holy crap on a cracker. So that is why I feel like just being on a complete makeup no buy, other than those couple of things, is just going to have to be what it is. And if I get the desire to spend money, I will have to buy a shirt, or it'll have to be go toward something that I need, and not necessarily something that I'm just buying to buy. And that's exactly what January and February have been. They've just been buying to buy. And I don't know if I talked about it on this channel, but if I'm filming this on the 6th, I see the new neurologist on Tuesday. If that appointment does not go well, meaning we're starting from scratch, I'm going to have to get a new therapist. And I was in therapy for several different years, but I really used COVID as an excuse to let him go. He was way older, like in his 60s, which isn't, I don't mind that. But he and I had very different views when it came to basic human rights. And I felt like he was starting to get like really forgetful. Like we would talk about the same things over and over and over. So I just kind of used COVID as an excuse to just let him go. And I haven't tried to find anybody else since then. I just haven't felt like I needed it. But if nothing else, the last 2 months have showed me, oh hell yeah, I need it. Heck to the yeah. So that will be something add to the list if Tuesday is a dumpster fire that I will definitely have to look for. And hopefully that will help, you know, try to find some better coping mechanisms than just eating and spending money, because I'm not gonna be able to do either. My endocrinologist is gonna lose her shit. She's gonna lose it. She's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me. So in all seriousness, like I have to rein this in. I'm gonna have to rein this in. So yeah, for makeup, again, it's basically an almost 100% no buy. I can't bring in anything unless it's a primer, a setting spray, or a brow gel. For body care, the only thing I will be allowed to buy is like lotion, thin lotion. If I need sunscreen, I will pick some up, but I think I have 4 cans that I'll need to use up this year. I can't. I've got scrubs. I am going to allow myself to buy the strawberry and the sugared lemon scrubs from Tree Hut, but just one of each. I just want to try them. Those are my 2 favorite fruit scents other than watermelon. I didn't like the watermelon one I got last year, but maybe I got one that had gone off. So those will be the only body care that I'll allow myself to buy, unless it's what's it called? What is that kind of no-buy called? Repurchase only? Whatever. I can't even think right now. It's like 8:30 at night. Let's see. For hair care, I don't need anything. The only couple of things I will need for skincare, I will need a new micellar water at some point. I need a new serum. I'm going to need a new serum at some point. Possibly facial sprays. You guys know I like to mist my face. And then facial sunscreen, because I believe I only have 2. So those might be something that I have to buy as well. So yeah, that I'm just gonna have to buckle up, Buttercup, and get my life right, because we really don't have another choice, to be quite honest. Or at least I don't have another choice, to be quite honest. And again, we've got this bathroom we've got to pay for. Like, I knew that I needed to start reining in it. And to my credit, if there's any credit due, most of what I bought, other than a few things, I purchased secondhand off Mercari. So there were some things that I purchased brand new, like I bought some stuff from the BH website, etc. But a lot of it has been purchased off Mercari. So I haven't been paying full price for anything. And I also, again, I haven't, been paying full price for anything. But that's really the only silver lining to all that distress shopping. And again, it is what it is. It's done. Like, it just is what it is. I know not everybody likes that phrase, but at this point, there's nothing I can do but try to change my behavior going forward. I'm cognizant of it. Filming that all the unused eyeshadow palettes in my collection was so eye-opening. Telling how many eyeshadows in my collection that was, it's just like, holy shit. Like, it's one thing to joke around and say, yeah, I have 190 blushes, which is a lot, but it's a whole other thing to think of eyeshadow. And it's like, holy crap, Misty, what are you doing? And again, I never think of it as in how many eyeshadows am I bringing in. I've always just thought, well, that's only a few palettes. Well, a few palettes add up. And I'm not going to give myself an allowance to get 200 new eyeshadows in 2022. I'm just not going to do it. So I said what I said. I said what I said. I am not going to do standalone videos for updates. If anything, I will mention it in the Pan Our Way to 5K updates each month, which are my empties. I know a lot of people are doing a beauty bank and those kinds of things. Initially, I was like, oh, I'm going to do an eyeshadow beauty bank. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to allow myself maybe 5 palettes, and that's going to be it. Because I literally do not need to buy anything. Now, if I get something for my birthday, like April's my birthday month, I did say in that video I would reassess at the end of the 3rd quarter, because that moves us into Black Friday, holidays, etc. And that's when I like to pick up my skincare for the following year. So pharmacy normally does a 30% off sale. Clinique had those 10s that were just like an insane deal. And that stuff I use on the regular. So I will reassess then, not only where I'm at with my inventory, but also where I'm at with our budget, etc., and see if I can stock up on the things that I use all the time. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. Let me know in the comments down below how your low buy or no buy is going, if you're doing one, what you think of my plan. As always, thank you, and I hope you have a perfect day, night, weekend, wherever you are. I love your faces, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. Okay, that was lots of talking. Holy shit, Ola.